I'm
from
gonna
that
grab something to
civilian
drink
one.
too.
I also need to ping people online. I think we are missing Sim and we are missing Bunny, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need Sim and Bunny. And everyone else at the class, basically. Just gotta make sure that. I don't think Sim is actually moderating today.
Okay. Cool. All right. So we have Astral on the ground. Are we doing norms? Anybody picking that up?
Yes, but I'm currently in the process of meeting people.
Okay. So does somebody else want to lead our norms round? Who's done that before?
I
Yeah.
can
Go for it.
fire this one off.
Thank you.
The norms can be found by clicking on Venia or Heya or Maribio's group. So click on them, groups, bridge makers, click on bridge makers. And these are the guidelines, the rules. This would be the list of norms. Be kind, respect confidentiality, cultivate generosity, status orange, RSVP, or some other norms that we might observe in other communities or think might still exist in this one. So I'm going to start out with status to orange, because as soon as I came in here, I was like, okay, I had my status to a different one. I'm going to change it to orange. And the reason for that is people are still welcome here, but it's to set the intention to meet those people and get them up to speed and have that sort of process for bringing people into these structured events like that.
Lovely. Thank you, George. Astral or data? Data might be AFK. So Astral, would you like to give us a norm? Welcome. Who do we got?
Your feedback and actions is important.
Oh, hold on, Astral. It's hard to hear you. This might be where this...
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mic check 1, 2. I
Yeah.
like rule number 1. Being kind in your feedback and your actions to other people.
Hello. Okay. And how does that apply for you? Sometimes sharing how it actually applies personally is a way to keep it from just feeling kind of stagnant.
How does it apply for me? This is a good rule to live by, I guess. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's hard to hear you again. Let me grab the little thing.
I know. It's just a good rule to live by.
Whoops. Trying to grab my thing here. Whoa, come on. Ah!
What's happening?
Okay. Hopefully, hopefully the audio is working a little better. I don't know. So try again.
Wait, is there an audio panel over there?
Kind of, but mostly it's for the area downstairs, and I don't even know if it's working in here right now.
Well, we can ask Jose. He just came in.
Well, he doesn't know either. So, but we're just testing it out because he copied the world and some things might have broken, so we just don't know. And it still wasn't working great in the beginning anyway. So, anyways, sorry.
So is my audio working okay now?
It's better. Yeah, I can hear you now.
You sound good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How does kindness apply to you?
It's just a rule I live by, I guess. It's hard to say. Sorry.
Okay.
How does it apply to? Okay.
Yeah. How would you see it applying here today?
Well, in places like this, opinions can get heated sometimes. It's good to recognize where people are at and try to recognize that to elevate the people around you.
Yeah, beautiful. And often when we talk about kindness is recognizing the difference between being nice and being kind. When we're nice, we're often covering things up that are going to come back later and be bigger rifts and conflicts. When we're kind, we're finding the timing, the wisdom on how to bring up the things that are causing friction in a way that builds stronger relationship, which sometimes can come across as challenging and uncomfortable. Yeah, thank you. Mary.
I wasn't quite ready. I was expecting Lau to come next. But let's see. Well, one that comes to mind is we did have a rule for if you're ready to speak to be closer to the front.
Yeah, that one's interesting. For this event, being closer to the front is showing a passion level. You can be farthest out, and closest to the front means you are the most ready to step up and have an opinion. If you're more into the middle and further to the back, that means you're holding that stance, you're willing to participate, but you don't feel that urgency or need to necessarily. Doesn't mean you're not going to get called on, but that's a way to kind of demonstrate readiness to go. George crashed. Boo. Sorry, George. Who do we got? Oh, Edge is back. Welcome, Edge.
Yep.
Hello. So I don't think you were here for this part last time, but this is where we talk about how to set our space and time together in a healthy way. So we talk about norms. And this is the precursor to going in. You were here for part of it, I think, last week. But yeah, do you have a favorite norm or a bridge maker's norm that you know about that you want to remind us all today on how to do this event well?
I don't know if I can talk about how to do this event well, but one thing I both love and hate is having to, or being asked to say goodbye when I go.
The hello goodbye.
At one hand, I kind of hate it because it places pressure and it makes me feel seen. Oh, geez, when I want to run away, I want to run away. But at the same time, it does make it feel warm and make people feel included and welcome.
Right. That was such a good sharing. You did have something, and that is absolutely a norm. We invite you to recognize that part of taking care of yourself and each other is saying goodbye when you're going to leave and trying to be vulnerable, trying to be honest about what's pulling you away. And I don't think it's ever happened yet, but if you say this will be welcome too. If you say, I'm leaving because this isn't a good fit for me, or I'm bored, or I don't like this, that's honest. And there is kindness in it too. It might hurt, but it's still telling the truth. So most people say goodbye if they have to leave early by, they've got other life things happening. But especially for events where we're going on a journey that's going to have some bumps, we're inviting everybody to recognize that getting off the boat early does impact the boat. We all feel it. So thank you. And thank you for naming that doesn't make it comfortable. It is really uncomfortable to say goodbye. But the best groups I've found in here have norms like that. So I have learned from other groups. Welcome, Jawa. I love the frog avatar. Hello. Would you like to add a norm to our conversation? What kind of norm helps groups feel healthy and supportive for you?
Norms. That's a good question, and that's hard to answer. Maybe just fostering a space that's non-judgmental, open-minded to other viewpoints. I think that's really important to me.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Non-judgmental. It's hard too because we're technically all making judgments today, right? But if we think about our judgments as hypotheses instead of conclusions, that creates a flexibility in how we talk about them. And sometimes even a playfulness. Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, Bunny, your turn.
What's my question?
So we're talking about norms and how to create a healthy space today. So is there a norm on the bridge makers list or something you do in your groups as a leader that really makes sure that we're having a successful and good time together?
Respect, be polite.
Yeah, respect came up earlier. Okay. So what does respect mean to you? How do you know you're being respected?
I don't know. I know you have the whole come up and interrupt and say goodbye. To me, that would be interrupting the flow of the event I'm trying to host. If you need to leave early, just quietly dip out.
Okay. So that's the respect for your group. And for our group, we're asking...
No. For me. No, I don't speak for Kibble. That's Kibble's group.
Gotcha. So for your personal value, you feel like respect is not saying goodbye.
Well, you're kind of generalizing there. If I'm hosting something and I'm busy doing something, and then somebody comes up to me and goes, "Hey, I gotta leave. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I got things to do. I gotta leave the event early." Well, I just like, no, come on. I'm in the process of leading an event and doing something. That's sad that you have to leave, and that sucks. But if I had 10 people walk up and do that during an event, it's going to ruin the flow and interfere with the structure of things. And for me, and how I prefer to run things, it wouldn't jive for me.
Gotcha.
I want somebody to say hello and goodbye. I really dig that. But there's a time and place for that. And for me, when I am presenting something, hosting something in the middle of something, to me that's interrupting. Like if that was my little son or my daughter and they were coming up and doing the whole mommy, that it'd be the wrong time.
Yeah.
So it's that task versus relational communication context.
Yeah. So what I hear in that is you're the one leading. Say hello, say goodbye does not mean only say goodbye to leader, right? It could be say goodbye to the group or say goodbye to another leader that maybe isn't the one that's in front right now. No?
No, because if there's a thing on the table and something is being structured, if there's a process of something, you're interrupting it.
So you just want people to...
I'm not explaining myself very well here, clearly.
You are. That's your value.
You're rephrasing it not the way I'm intending to.
Gotcha. Okay. Does somebody else want to try reflecting that back? Because it sounds like I'm not getting it. Yeah, Edge, go ahead.
If I can say, what I'm hearing is that interrupting a process that's already taken place would be just disrespectful. So it should be a priority to let the event take place. And if there is a space to say goodbye, it would be great. But at the same time, it should be less prioritized than just making sure everything flows.
Yeah,
that she got me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Imagine you're sitting.
In the Discord.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Imagine you're sitting in a movie, and half of the people in the movie get up and leave in the middle of the climax. Right.
Yeah.
And that interrupts the enjoyment of the people who are still participating and watching.
Gotcha. Yeah. So there is some values.
You got me, Dave. That's it.
Differences there, and I appreciate you sharing more about yours. Thank you. Okay, Kibble, your turn.
No criticizing each other.
Really? Okay, tell us more about that. No criticizing.
Yeah.
How do you know you're being criticized?
So, because we're doing the street epistemology, and the purpose of it is just for us to put our ideas out there and understand each other. And, we don't really want to challenge each other without, giving us permission to challenge it. Because then it will require us to defend our ideas. And what will happen is, instead of finding the truth, I'm defending, I just have to defend my position whether or not I believe it or not. I'm stuck in believing that, so I'm stuck on a hill that to fight for.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, the grumpy gear.
The grumpy gear? Yeah.
You're engaging the grumpy gear.
So how do we turn, when we feel critical of what somebody's saying, how do we turn that into something and not just shut it down in ourselves? What's a way to transform criticism and still be in relationship?
Probably use like nonviolent communication or something.
Yeah. And do you have an example of that? Like, how would you, if you were feeling critical, how would you use nonviolent communication to change something?
I think, because like, I think for me, being critical is like, you're offering a solution. Okay, so like, let's say you want muffins.
Mm-hmm. I want muffins.
Like, that's a bad idea. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
and
that's you being critical.
Yeah, something like that. But if you don't know what problem I'm trying to solve, you could invent your own problem that you think I'm trying to solve. And, you know, you might be thinking like, oh, he doesn't want me to buy muffins because he thinks I'm fat or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what in reality is like, it could have been like a giant muffin withdrawal.
Monster. Yeah, or something.
Yeah,
so maybe
a muffin recall.
Muffin recall. And you're like, no muffins. That's a bad idea. Don't bring muffins. It's going to poison all of us. So maybe context, right, is giving context around the concern instead of just staying with the concern. Yeah. Okay. Skipping from reason straight to identity. Yeah. And I appreciate what you said about creating defensiveness in each other. We have had moments in street epistemology where people have been like, nope, that's wrong. And it does create some friction. So the invitation would be, look for whatever we think we know and learn how to turn that into a question, into reflective listening. And Bunny, I saw you raise your hand. Welcome, Teacups. And somebody else came in, I feel like. Did you have something to add there, Bunny?
I was just going to say, you can probe for deeper questions rather than confront them on their belief.
To explore their context, right? Because we might not understand all of it. That's a really good one. Well put. Asking to go deeper. Yeah, Benny has been modeling that. Oh my gosh, it's a Ronan appearance. Wow, this is going to be a magical one today. Look at this. Glad you're here, Ronan. We're going through norms right now. And it's being really rich. All right, Sam, it's your turn. What's a norm for you?
Just to be honest, I guess just be okay with other people.
Yeah, we were talking about honesty earlier. How do we tell the truth? And this event we're doing is a mix of truth and practice learning new perspectives, right? So we ask and we invite you to be an imposter here today. And that means don't tell anybody, but pick a perspective that you wouldn't normally stand on and try to represent that. As you may have noticed, we have a really cool new world that sets some of the norms as you come in. This event is recorded. We can all wave at the camera somewhere back here. I never can find my own camera. There's a camera somewhere back there. Oh, it's that way. And we can wave at people. They're going to watch this. Some people here today have watched us do this before they came. So this is working to teach people how we do it before they even show up. But honesty is a practice of discernment. When is it time for me to be what level of honest? So usually people admit somewhere at the very end which opinions they really chose, but try to resist doing that as much as possible, because the people watching us will not be able to shift their perspectives if the one that they actually hold is not represented. So we're actually doing a service for people outside of this space too. Yeah, thank you. Venia, what about you?
Yeah, I'd like to go a little bit off book, if that's okay. Yesterday, I introduced the norm that I had for the end of the class. The norm that I believe scales the incredibly powerful things that we are doing here. This is the last class for the civil discourse course. So we actually have some graduates among us. And the one thing that I want everyone to remember from this point forward, this is a norm that I think can make a better virtual world, is to look around and see that what's said here stays here. and what's learned here leaves here. Take what you've learned here, go out into the world, bring that to other people, and hopefully we can scale what's been done here. Just make sure you do so with the respect and the kindness that you have offered in this event outside as well. So that's my norm. What's said here stays here. What's learned here leaves here.
Yeah. So Mary's writing it. Don't gossip, grow. I like that. So what we're doing here is we are practicing live in real time with the witness of unknown people for the end of civilization, potentially all the way forward. Being able to see the process we're doing. That's vulnerable. That's uncomfortable. But we can still practice how we talk about the experience and how we honor that it's going to be sometimes friction. There's going to be conflict. But how we grow as we talk about it is important. And that's what we're asking everyone to set as an intention outside of this space. And so make the goal to grow and talk about your growing. Cool. Well, I'm going to just reinforce the one that George started us with, which is please put yourself on orange. And I think everybody's gotten there. And just Data, I think you were AFK when that came up. So just wanted to remind, orange allows us to onboard people. If you want to invite somebody in midway, just please meet them at the front when they come in and just check in with them if they're ready to join this whole experience. Okay,
Got it.
Cool. And Lau, did you want to ring us out with the final norm? I feel like other people have come in, but we'll just finish the circle here.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip database. Are we gonna skip database?
Database? Skip? Oh, sorry. You're right. Data didn't go. That's so weird that I did that. Okay. I imposed a norm, but I didn't actually ask you what's your norm. Good point. What is your norm? What helps groups do well together? If you don't want to name a Bridgemaker's norm.
I think probably keeping others in consideration. So everybody has their own challenges, and not just here in this group, but also outside in the rest of the world. And a lot of the times I think we make observations about people, and we're making those observations based on a very limited amount of data, more so in like a virtual reality than even in real life. Like, you know, your coworker, for example, you're not going to, you're seeing maybe 25% of their life, right? But here in VR, each individual that you meet, you're maybe seeing 2% of that person's life.
I just did an hour-long talk in another app on this exact subject. Well done. Yeah, let's recognize that the stories we're telling about each other in VR are much more projection than accurate most of the time. And so that makes us have to really, really learn how to listen to each other and check out those projections repeatedly, so we don't end up creating supervillains out of people without even meaning to. Yeah, thank you so much. Data.
Well, you say supervillains, but also making people out to be better people than they are as well.
Ooh, yeah. Helper's Habitat, we were just doing a check-in on this. So do I idealize you and I make you my rescuer or the savior of everything? Or do I villainize you and I make you the most dangerous person in the room? Either way, I've gotten lost in my fantasies and my projections, and I'm not seeing you as a human being here to build a bridge. So, good reminder. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Lau, bring us home.
I would like to say I think the one of them is transparent, which is what I'm focusing on to. That's the difference between honest and transparent. Honest is just saying what you're doing, but transparent is showing what you're doing, right?
You can't hear Lau nor see him? What? That sounds like we've had this happen one time before. This is one of those points where the multiverse reality glitch is so bad that I'm like, I don't have a process for this. Yeah, I think you got to respawn. Okay. It's such a weird thing to think we can't, that's a whole other level of missing each other, right? She couldn't see or hear you. How bizarre. Okay. Yeah. So thank you. That was such a lesson, right? Like transparency versus honesty. I say it versus I show it. And sometimes I have to say it first to show it. It's my learning process. But you're leaning into showing it first and saying it. Yeah. You were too transparent, Lau. You got to go back to honesty a little more. You've accomplished your goal all the way there. Disappeared. She's like, I don't get it. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Well, that is our norms. We do this every time. Sometimes people try to come a little later because they're like, I got to do that again. But every time we do it, we are teaching and learning from each other and modifying what it means to be a bridge makers just a little bit every time. If we just read you a list, we wouldn't get to do that with you. And now you're inside a structure you didn't really want to agree to. So we just built our container today. Thank you. Okay, so now we need volunteers. We have some already lined up. We have Curious and Bunny over here as completing their class part of our civil discourse class that is just finishing up. And so they're going to lead one of the two questions. We also need a third volunteer for a question and an MC. So don't feel like you shouldn't. If you're interested in volunteering for one of those roles and you have been here before, please step forward into the middle. And if you're not, then just hang out and we're going to see who steps up. So one of the questions and he's quicksanded on the floor. Oh, but you can see him now. Yeah. He was quicksanded for all of us.
I think he was playing.
So let's determine questions for is anybody interested in facilitating a question today? Please step into the middle if you are. I know that's imposing, but
do you want us in the middle too?
Sure. Yeah. Who else?
I am also, just for the sake of practice set, I'm actually going to ban George, Lau, and Mary from doing it to give more options from other people. Not because you're not wonderful, but because you're perhaps a little bit too practiced.
Sure, and I would interrupt that and say, let's see who steps in, and we can select that way. But I would rather you volunteer than not. Okay, so it's been a long day, so not Mary, but yeah, anybody else stepping in?
Why? I vote Jose. He's stepping farther and farther away.
Jose, would you like to facilitate one of our questions?
Oh, no thanks. I'm having some headset issues right now.
Okay. I hear you, Bunny. Okay, yeah, that's why I don't want to pre-ban people because otherwise we don't get volunteers. So I guess I will take one of the questions then, unless George or Lau would like to step up.
I would always have my shampoo for this, so no worries.
Okay. You will always have shampoo for this? Oh, that's so sweet.
George,
okay.
Come join us in the circle. Okay.
Nice. Okay, so Lau is going to take one of the questions, and then who's going to MC? Maybe George? Are you going to MC?
George, do you want to MC or take a question?
It's true. You could also just do a question. It's up to you.
MC, I'll give that one a shot.
Hey, yay! George is stepping into MC. All right. So let's see. For our students, we're going to let you pick first. What is your question of choice?
Don't pick Bunny.
What? No, I already said I will take anything. I will do any of the three. I like them all.
I'll do
Go ahead,
3.
Kibble. Okay, Kibble's going to do 3. Bunny's open, so that leaves you, Lau. Which one do you want?
I'll do the second one.
Okay, Lau's going to be 2. So Bunny is number 1.
It's really nice to just be able to read it from here.
Oh my God, it looks
I
so
know.
much better on
It's way
screen
better.
too. So let's all, for a moment
Oh, yeah.
here, before we get to the end and we're rushing, let's all give Jose emojis. The little sloth in the corner there has upgraded our world significantly.
Oh, you did it, Jose.
And,
You did a really great job.
Really, really good job. This is so much more comfortable for all of us. This is good test also, because I'm realizing the lines are going to make us need to crowd a little bit. So let's maybe, if you're going to do any more edits, extend the lines even further, so that we can, I know that interrupts the circle piece, but still. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to hand this over to George, and I'm not going to be the person to orient you on what we're going to do. I am participant and backup coach.
Make it like a basketball court and just have lines and a circle drawn.
Could be, yeah. We could also move this a little over. And,
For the world also changed in the duplication.
what did you say, Vinny?
Toggle the lines so the lines can be turned on and off.
Yeah, that is maybe a little beyond possible right now, but eventually that'll be the goal. What happened? Uh-oh.
Vinia fell.
Oh, Vinia. She'll respawn. George, do you mind getting your avatar a little bigger so we can all see you?
Yeah.
Double the size. Yeah.
And the fall off is noticeable, so I might have to get closer
Yeah,
to just
the audio
hear.
loss pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to propose like an attempt at some time management. It looks like about 20 minutes or 15 minutes per slot.
I would say 15.
We can try for that.
Yeah.
15 minutes. Let's try for about 15 minutes per slot.
Yeah.
And the idea here is, again, trying to form an opinion on these questions. We'll start with 1, then 2, then 3. That doesn't quite align with your own or is somewhat different from your own. And then kind of build on that. But also understand people on the opposing side while we're doing it. It's very important to broaden and hold multiple perspectives here. They can be strong or even neutral altogether. So that's the exercise here.
Yes.
And with that, we'll start.
Well, I was going to say one thing. The encouragement, we don't want to tell people to stay on neutral. We actually want to say your job is to get off neutral. And that's a way to... Yeah. Otherwise, everyone sits there most of the time. So, yeah.
Neutral is a good space if you would prefer to observe more than, or have a more quieter role in it. Whereas you're more likely to be called on at the farther ends of it, especially with a lot of attendees like we have tonight. So question number 1, I'd like to turn it over to, I forgot who gets what, so.
Me.
Bunny.
Yay. Yeah, Bunny.
Yeah,
So just
oftentimes fence sitters.
Yeah.
The biggest problem with extremism, as Meridio was pointing out, the biggest problem with polarization and extremism is in order for you to feel confident enough in an opinion, you often feel like you have to take that opinion harshly, right? So it encourages polarization in order to claim a voice. Fence sitters tend to have the opposite issue, where fence sitters tend to be quieter. They're not really too sure what to think, so they don't say anything. So oftentimes we lose the entire middle ground of an argument to silence and leave the stages only for those who believe very passionately on one side or the other, right? And we can actually see that in this event happening real time. So oftentimes you notice how silent the people who are on neutral are, and what it means to be on an extreme where you are given a voice. So observe that and take some time to go against that grain, right? Try and claim a voice without necessarily having an extreme opinion.
That's right. There's plenty of less extreme opinions that you can move to, and we're encouraging everybody to at least get off of neutral. It doesn't mean you're going to be called on, but be here to participate, not just to watch. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Moving on.
Okay. Bunny's ready. She's like hovering like a deity of bunniness in the sky.
All hail Lord Bunny.
No, Daddy, no hailing.
Bunny.
No hailing.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Street Epistemology. I am your bunny gal, and I am here from Curious Connections as your guest host to bring you through this question number 1. Now, this is about being curious, being respectful, having a conversation, and maybe try to think a little critically, arrive at some beliefs, maybe challenge our own beliefs, maybe some deeply held beliefs about, oh my God, the number 13. The number 13. So the question is, the number 13 is cursed. If you think the number 13 is cursed and you agree, you are going to move to your left. If you think the number 13 is not cursed, you are going to move to your right. So I'm going to give you a little countdown here, and you're going to get fancy with some let's collectively flex our critical thinking muscles. Perhaps refine your own idea to 13 by the end of the time. Let's go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's see here. I like to pick the lines that don't have very many people in it. Okay.
Wow. We have some people that don't care one way or the other. We have everybody that's falling on both sides of the line. This is interesting. Let's see. Let's go with the little dancer one over here. George, would you like to share with us your opinion on why you think Kibble agrees that the number 13 is cursed?
There's infinite numbers, literally infinite numbers.
Uh-huh.
And for this one to stand out so much, there's got to be something there. Otherwise, it'd be way more random. It's not random. It's 13. It's always 13. It's like 13 99% of the time. Now, there's a hard number. You can't deny that.
It's in my name. I agree. Okay, Kibble. How close or far has George gotten to your feelings with 13?
I think they're getting pretty close.
They're getting close.
This is actually for everybody on the strongly agree line to kind of keep it going.
Oh, everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
The
I would
whole
say
entire kit and caboodle.
I would say that is not anywhere close to why I believe that it's cursed.
Okay.
Oh, not even close, George. Not even close. Ronan, how about you?
I am going to say that, we do have numbers, and yes, I hear that from George, but no, it doesn't quite resonate. As to like that randomness that goes on there, I think, and the selectivity of just 13. But I'm just going to say simply, like it's close, but not quite there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you, strongly agreeers, for contributing to this. Let's see if we listened to what they had to say and see if you can dial in and shoot some of these down.
Oh dear. Okay. You believe that number 13 is cursed because you've had bad experiences on Fridays the 13th. And you've also noticed the weird reality that hotels do not have a 13th floor that you can stay on. Who did I get?
Okay.
40% for Vinia.
Line agree. Line slightly agree.
I got Ronan.
Ooh,
okay.
You got Ronan.
Yeah.
George just hit me earlier, but I didn't mention.
Ah. George, you got a little bit of teacup. A little teacup.
Wow, got a little
Cool.
bit. Got a little bit of teacup. Chip. You got a chip. You got to work on breaking that teacup down.
Was it 100% teacup or just partial?
It's 100%. Yeah, I think it's just a creepy number.
Just got the whole thing. Well done. You sunk the teacup. Okay, so I got a Ronan, but I didn't necessarily get everyone else.
Okay, let's give it a couple more tries. Sorry, I don't have name tags on, so I need to. We got Weeb and Edunami. Edge. Weeb, could you take a little stab at this to find out why you believe this agree side over here thinks 13 is cursed?
I mean, I can't really say anything that hasn't already been said. I mean, 13 has showed up a lot in where 13's happened, where a lot of bad stuff happened. And I don't want to reiterate that.
Okay, so you don't have any guesses, it sounds like.
True.
Gotcha.
How about you, Edge?
Yeah, I would say I would have two guesses that either there's something like an I don't know religious meaning or something I don't know. That would be one, and the second one is that you can easily create like a placebo effect where if people believe that a certain number is cursed, they will create the effect themselves. So like the number kind of becomes cursed because like people worry more, they might be more clumsy, and like accidents happen more just because like of this placebo.
Cultural norms and cognitive biases. Okay.
Yeah. Good summarizing.
How about you guys over here? Yep, I see some
really
jumping.
close.
I see some thumbs up.
Yeah, that's really close.
Really close. Okay, how about, Data, if we move on and you share with us what we've missed?
So it's not just the psychological aspect and the cultural side, but it's also the energy that we put out into the world. So there's this concept of a concept growing its own personality and having its own force within the universe. So think about it like the Coca-Cola Santa. Like as soon as I say Coca-Cola Santa, he appears in everybody's mind. Who from America at least, right? He shows up. And that influences you. It brings back memories. It maybe makes you want to drink a Coca-Cola, or the Michelin tire guy, right? So these concepts take on kind of a life of their own, and so I think that may be where they were going with the whole religious side of this. Although it's not necessarily religion itself, it's just the spiritual belief that the energy we put out into the world has a effect on.
So are you like me, and do you take some of your water bottles and write positive words on your water bottle so that your water can get charged with all the happiness?
No, not quite, but maybe I should. I
this.
should totally do that.
Maybe try writing 13 on your water bottle and see what happens.
Oh,
no.
and drink that and just embody 13. Let's get some new people to maybe contribute. Can I maybe get who's the little doggy over there? Astral, can I get you to take a gander at why you think the people are on the disagree side?
I believe that 13 is just a number. It's just an integer. It's no real meaning behind it other than just how many units there are in a set.
Nice. Thank you for sharing what you believe 13 is. That is a lovely, lovely opinion. I love it. Jawa, how about would you like to take a stab at why you think the disagree side is over here too? They do not think that 13 is cursed.
I don't know, just a general disbelief in superstition, perhaps.
Disbelief and superstition. Do you guys avoid ladders as well?
I step on cracks all the time, and my mom's back is fine.
Oh, I'm calling your mom and finding out. I need confirmation.
Nice. No,
Okay,
that
we're not
doesn't
getting
quite
there?
fit for me. No.
No? Weeb, does it fit for you or Edge?
Like, partially.
Partially. We got some partials here.
I'd say 50%.
50%.
Yeah, I'd say 50% as well.
Ooh, 50. That's bigger than partial. I mean, I feel like partial's a itty bitty. But I mean, who knows? Kibble, want to take a crack at this?
Yeah, it's because they don't believe that the number 13 has a soul, and that soul is really bad. It existed before the universe started, and you don't believe that?
You don't believe number 13 has a soul. Oh, whoa. I'm surprised. Partial hit on George. Partial hit on George.
Damn, Kibble. That's like
And
psychic
it comes
almost.
with a dance.
Yeah.
Comes with a dance.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, no, not for me.
I would love to find out what Teacup has to say about you guys. Teacup
Do you
is jumping
guys-
over here, all
Do
excited.
you guys maybe disagree because you think it's blessed or lucky instead of cursed?
Yes, partial hit.
Very good.
Yes.
That is such a good
Yes.
one. That is such a good one.
Good catch. Well
Yeah.
done.
Some people don't realize that there are other cultures in the world, other people that believe 13 is actually an amazing number.
Yes. And I have a reason for that, but yeah.
Could you share us your reason why you think 13 is an amazing number?
Yeah, my younger sister was born on the 13th, and my family had such superstition around it that she eventually opted to say and change it to her birthday is on the 14th, not the 13th. And and when I was very young, that really told me, like, if somebody that amazing can be born on a day that's 13, I wish we had protected her from that understanding and really just made her the example of how 13 is not cursed.
Wow. That is a really wonderful personal story to share. Great job teasing out a personal story. Oh, that was from Vinia down there. I am curious to find out a little more about Weeb. Weeb, can you tell us why you are standing on 13? Why not 13? Why you were standing on the slightly disagree line that 13 is a cursed number?
Well, I mean, just like you also described, different cultures have different cursed numbers. Like, I think I remember reading somewhere that a large, at least some Asian countries, but like definitely China, the number 4 is cursed since I think I remember
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, isn't like the pronunciation of 4 kind of similar to death or something like that?
I think you're correct. Yeah, I remember hearing that.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Very good, very good.
So-
Okay, so we've heard some cognitive bias. We've heard some selective memory. We've heard that 13 isn't always a cursed number. It's a good number. There's been a cultural interpretation. Some of us think that there's no power over a number. It's just a number. And some of us seem to think that there is something about the fucking universe. I don't know what Kibble said.
The soul of the number.
Soul. Thank you. The soul. The soul. I want you to all think about what you've heard your fellow people here share, and I want you to wonder, could it change your mind?
Yeah. Did we guess the other side yet, or are you getting to that? Sorry.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah,
first.
we did. We did both.
Okay. Oh, I'm spacey. Sorry. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
okay. We all
Cool.
space. So think about the things you said. Maybe you're not going to budge at all. Maybe you're like, I've been nudged a little bit, or maybe you've been nudged a lot. On the count of 3, I want you to move to a new line or stay where you are. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh. Look at this.
Cool.
Wow.
Holy
Okay,
crap.
so Kibble 13 has less of a soul now? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, less solely.
Okay. This is so fascinating. Now, George is one of the ones that made the biggest movements. I'm wondering, George, what influenced you to hop all the way over to the other extreme?
Oh, I was dancing to different time signatures, and once I got to number 13, I realized it's just as magical as all the other patterns.
Beautiful, George. Beautiful, George.
You move to strongly agree that it is cursed. So you're saying
those
all
time signatures,
all the numbers are cursed?
All numbers are magical. It's a good curse.
Listen, all of them are cursed. 99% of people who said a number in their life are dead.
That's true.
Oh my God, that is
you
such
made
a
a Shifter
conspiracy.
4
I love
database.
it.
What was the influencing factor that got you to hop over several lines?
So the Fibonacci sequence contains the number 13, and that's present in throughout nature. And so if the number 13 is cursed, then all of nature is cursed.
Oh, and all of
That
nature
can't
is
be
definitely
true.
not cursed. All of nature. What would it take, database, to get you to move 2 lines over? What would you have to come to beliefs? What beliefs would have to be true for you to go, I'm moving 2 more lines? Hands down, 13 is...
I think that we would need to solve all of the mysteries of the universe, such as like quantizing gravity. Yeah,
that is a big one.
Yeah, I think it's achievable though.
We don't
I think we
even
could do it.
completely know what gravity is made out of, even though.
Yeah,
We just
well,
know it
I
goes
mean
that
that's
way.
yeah, but that's kind of the point.
Nice.
Like I think we can do it. So I'll go over
Wow.
one.
You were formerly on the you don't give a shit, you're neutral, doesn't matter, but you scooted 2 lines. What got you to scoot?
I'm just observing on the neutral line, but right now I just feel like, to be fair, we created the numbers, we created 13, and now we're saying it's cursed. It's kind of like you born a child and you call them cursed. It's so sad.
Can you imagine being the 13th child?
Yeah, and you're getting called as a cursed child. That's
The
not
13th
good.
child that lives on the 13th floor that is always seated in the 13th aisle on the plane.
Woof.
And only has
You're-
13 teeth.
Oh,
That'd
God.
be rough.
Yeah. We don't want to
That would be
pathologize.
rough.
I gotcha.
I would like to know if somebody who has not spoken yet would like to give a little say-so.
I think
Yes,
Mary.
Mary.
Yeah, so I moved over to strongly agree because the longer I look at this 13 over here, the more I feel like that 13 in particular is cursed.
Oh,
Just
so
that 13.
One 13, and you are trying to move away from the 13.
Yes, exactly. In fact, I should go here.
Yeah. I mean, can I block it for you?
That's so
here we go.
great. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Gotta block it. Times New Roman is cursed. That's a different
Yes,
different
that's
episode.
true.
Vanya.
I would like to know why Jose Meta, you didn't move at all.
It's just a number. Nothing has changed. I just think it's a number.
So nobody swayed you one way or another. You're firm in your convictions. I very much respect that.
Of mild disagreement.
Oh, how about Weaver Edge? You guys stayed strong right in your original location.
Basically same. It's just a number, but I just wanted to add, I Googled the answer and Google said no.
Oh.
AI has weighed in
Definitely knows.
and eliminated
Google, wait,
this.
did you ask Google or Google AI? They're two different things.
Google AI, okay. Google
Yeah,
AI.
nice.
I
That's
did
great.
not look that deep.
That's
Okay,
so
well,
good.
I thank you all for your participation. That was a
Yay.
very enlightening 13th time of my day. And we can all move back to the neutral line and move on to the next question.
And just congratulations to Bunny for facilitating and also facilitating for 13 minutes exactly. Just kidding. But that would be weird, right? Okay.
That would actually be kind of cool.
Round of
if that
applause.
was actually intended in my
Round of
plan.
applause. Let's clap for
Wait, are we
Bunny.
sure it wasn't
Congrats
13
for
minutes
Bunny.
exactly?
And our
Let's
MC
pretend.
can take
Should
control
have kept
again.
timer
George?
down.
I know we need a
I
timer
really
in
want
here.
to restate how wonderful a job you
think
did,
it was
Bunny,
13.
getting a lot of voices in like that, and just sweeping through all the perspectives. Wonderful.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Looks like everybody's on the neutral. For number 2, online relationships aren't real. This is a hot take. And speaking of who's going to take this hot take, who again?
Now, over there. Queued up.
Oh, wow. All right.
I know online can be fake sometimes, but let's not fake your vision. All right.
Oh, wow.
I'll facilitate the second question. All right. So online romantic relationships are not real. So you agree it's not real. It's kind of negative again. I'm so sorry. So if you agree it's not real, it's fake, you can stand on the AB side. If you disagree with it, you're saying that it's real, right? Can I read that again? I'm confusing myself. Yeah, if you're saying it's real, you're going to the disagree side.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Make a choice.
Okay, we've got 2 in a minute. Okay, good. Look at that. We got a circle almost. Trippy.
Okay.
Can let me pause here for a second. Can everybody that's further back scooch in a little bit? We're having an audio issue with the camera, and so because we have enough people here, so we need Jose. Let's check in about that for the world if that's a possibility to tweak. But the further you are forward, the easier it is going to be for me to be present and not moving the camera around as much. Thank you.
Yep, speak as close as I can. Okay, so I see there's more action people on the other side. So I would like Vania to go and guess the opposite side as you are standing the most front. What do you think they would be thinking? Yeah.
I would think the most common objection I've heard to people in online relationships has been online relationships pigeonhole a relationship to a specific virtual space, and you can't really know what's actually being done in people's private and personal physical lives. So when so much of a relationship's histories are blind to the other person, it's really hard to determine whether or not any relationship can be made that's genuine, because it's just so easy to hide.
Wow.
I'm hearing is that it's not that they don't want to be transparent, but it's impossible to be transparent, right?
That's a good summary. I like that.
But a lot about like time dynamics and how much of your life you really can translate over a virtual space.
That's a big difference from within, in real life and offline too. Not in real life and online relationships. Is that what got any of you?
100%.
Okay, on spot. it doesn't look like there's any response from others. Okay, good job on that. Well, we'll move on to the next person. Database. What's your opinion on their, what's your guess on their opinions?
I think that people who would agree with that would probably lean towards the notion that if a romantic relationship remains online, then it's like a dead end. There's nothing that can really come of that.
So there's just no way it works if it's just only online, right?
Right. Basically, you're never going to have kids. Probably never going to get married. It's a dead end. Is I think why people might feel that way about that. Not that I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Online relationship is just a dead end. So that's why it is not real. Did I got any of you?
That is like a partial hit for me. I'm going to say I value physical presence and traditional relationships above all else.
Oh, okay.
Those are
okay.
the real markers of a relationship.
I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you later. It's not revealing yet. I'll say it's partial for two people, but the other has no response. Okay, I see now. That's a good guess. Okay, Ronan, I would like to give you the last chance on guessing the other opinion side, the other side's opinion.
Okay. Before Bunny had, expanded a little on her view, I'm going to say simply, my view is that in fact, what I think sometimes we do is we put relationships inside of where we are culturally and where we are with respect to others in relationships as well. So the fact is that at times it isn't so much that it is about myself with this other person. It is in fact myself with this other person in amongst other people who will validate that relationship. And if you're in online, similar to what Venia has said, is the fact that we do have this level of opacity that goes on with a relation with online views, and therefore we can't expand it to the culture or to the village, let's say, that we live in. Okay, I'll just stop there. I hope that's not too weird or confusing.
I would completely be honest. I only heard it's about two villagers and then there's two villagers who just love each other from different village, but their culture just does not fit, and relationship requires your culture to fit in some way, right?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All right. So culture is the one thing that is stopping from developing and making it become real. If that got any of you.
Nice. Good time queuing. Thank you, George. I'm already dead, so you can't empathize more with me, but I would, from my grave, agree with that one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll start revealing the answers. We're gonna start with Bunny because he has a really strong opinion.
Yes. So I value traditional relationships beyond all, and I think that I also can't be guaranteed if I'm dating a bot. How do I know any of you people are real? And physical presence above all else, I am a very touchy person. How are you going to touch me in here?
The solipsism defense.
The solipsism?
Very much objectively, you need to be. sorry for cutting off. So basically, what I heard is basically, you need to be in front of me. If not, maybe you're an AI. Who knows, right? And it's the need of human touch. That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So for the time's sake, I believe we need to move on to the other side. So I'm so sorry if I didn't get any of you explain, but Lonnie and Kibble, you can start guessing the other side's opinion. Why do you think they have? You can try guessing.
It's because cat girls don't exist in real life, and that's, you want to date a cat girl in real life.
I'm Rush.
No.
Some fantasy mobs just don't exist, and you want to date them.
Did you just call cat girls mobs?
Mobs.
Fantasies, not mobs. I'm so sorry. Only that mobs is a bit cruel, but yeah.
I don't know the
Are
acronyms.
these terms that I don't understand?
Yeah, I don't know these. What's a
Catgirl
mom?
is just basically girls with cat ears, cat tail, something like that.
What is a mob? Because I know a mob is in like
that was
an MMO.
that was an accidental call, but yes.
What is it? I didn't.
Money
still not
can
hearing it.
go.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna learn it. It's a mystery.
Okay, so I think that they are over on the disagree side because they think that relationships, whether they are in the physical reality or whether they're in virtual reality or they're in other forms of online communications, are just as real. And even these people that are out there in physical reality, only dating physical reality because that's the only way you should date is physical reality. We do a lot of fucking texting. We're not just dating physical. A lot of our interactions happen online. It's just a different form of online.
Oh, you got somebody over there. I saw a thumbs up. You got data. Nice.
Okay. Who's more? Who got? I didn't see other than data.
They got
anyone others?
Yeah. So, here's my perspective, right? Every single one of these avatars is real. It may not be physical, but it is real. It's just digital. And things that are digital exist. And that same concept applies to everything. There are real people behind these digital avatars. And so when I speak to you over voice or through text, that's still a real conversation that we're having. And conversations are the foundations of a relationship, not the physical.
Can I build onto that?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I would
just make
say-
it short in like 1 minute.
Mhm.
Nice.
I would disagree with the use of the word real as well. Because like it's definitely real. The emotions are real, the conversations are real. They are incomplete compared to like relationships in real life. That's for sure. They are more dangerous. That's for sure, but they are real. So like I would appreciate them for the tiny bit of the reality they are. And that's it.
So from the agree side, what I heard is that you just need what did I say? How did I say that? It's a big difference in between online and in real life, that something online cannot satisfy something in real life. The only thing you can do in real life, which is like something like touch or like face-to-face interaction. Well, I heard from the disagree side, it's a more of a
Gradient.
it's more of behind it, the intention behind it, right? The meaning behind it to people, because the feelings and things are real for them. Okay, I'll have to summarize this because we have to move on. We are short in time, and
Let's do 3, 2, 1.
count down from 3. Yeah, and then we'll be moving from our line if you guys change your opinion. So 3, 2, 1, move. There's one
Kibble,
lonely guy over
you're
here.
holding
Extremely homogenous.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Environment.
Alright.
Alright, come back to this. So I just want to know what's the intention behind it. Buddy, why did you move so much? It looks like you're being a spy.
Who is
I didn't believe in any of the fucking shit I said over there in the first place.
I
believed you.
I host out of Curious Connections a head pet event. I do all sorts of very intimate, let's get to know each other on a real level. If you are my friend, you're my real friend. If we're not friends, well then, we're not real friends.
Yeah. Total poker face. I'd have never guessed it.
Kibble, did you leave when Bunny started talking and you just migrated after you held the line? Kibble.
Yes, that's exactly what he did.
Kibble.
Nobody in here
Sneaky
believes
Kibble.
that one.
Dale, I think we might need to fix the questions next time.
Yeah,
Okay.
apparently.
I think, wow, this is a great learning opportunity, though. So we currently have a very homogenous room, right? Everyone seems to agree with one another. So how do you kind of throw a wrench in those plans? How do you get a really wonderful, productive conversation out of a room that broadly agrees? What do you think?
All right. So I believe all of us are agreeing on these whole things are real, or the emotions and feelings behind it. We also have the interactions behind the humans. These socializing, these conversations are real for us. I believe it's meaningful for us.
Yep, so you're summarizing, right? I'm gonna
summarizing.
Add an idea here to answer Vinny's question is even though we did more move to the side, we are still on different lines. So if we had a deepening process, one thing you could do is actually pull these different lines for what is still different here. And how do we disagree? Yeah. And Data is raising their hand, looks like.
Yeah, something else that I think we should probably consider in a situation like this is we're all part of this exercise is to kind of ferret out those preconceived notions about people who disagree with us. And we've got to be missing some preconceived notions about this specific question that none of us could probably even think of without actually having had that conversation with somebody who actually disagrees.
Yes, absolutely.
You know why? I believe we are missing someone. If Carl is still, I believe he will be standing at the agree side, sorry, because he's gonna start questioning what is relationship for you guys.
Bringing people into the room. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's right. That would be an application of that. Speaking for somebody we know would probably hold that line a little bit more. Yeah. Brilliant.
So we're going to run out of time here in a moment, so I'll ask you to close things up, Lau. But I think that this is a really good opportunity for everyone to look at because it is homogenous, and Data is actually very, very right. There are small little things that are happening here. We broadly agree, but as Hayu said, we're on different lines. So the question is, what are the limits to our values, right? Because a lot of us, we broadly agree on the values, but maybe we rank different values differently on levels of importance. So you could tease into that. You could also tease into, okay, so if we have a lot of similarities, as you mentioned, what about the people who aren't in the room? Let's talk about the people who have never had physical connections to virtual spaces before. Right?
Yeah.
What about older individuals who don't have those connections, who might view younger relationships as not being the same?
Really
so think about what are those small little threads that you could pull to break up a homogenous room and create something more productive by introducing conflict.
Yep. Brilliant. Yeah.
I was actually kind of hoping that this would happen.
Yeah, me too.
It did actually happen one time a few weeks ago. It happened one time a few weeks ago, but it ended up not being an issue because Heyu actually asked people to fan out afterward because it happened right at the beginning.
Yeah.
So Heyu actually had time to just set the room. But this is a really good opportunity. I really like that this happened.
Yay. Let's
So
all
that
give
kind of just
Shouldn't we
happens.
find out if anyone over here is lying?
Yeah, he's a lawyer.
He's a sussy.
Are you guys all
I mean,
expounding your honest opinions?
I could probably be on mildly agree, but I'm not going to get into why. And please don't hate me because
Okay.
I do believe you all are real and this is real connection. But when it comes to romantic, I have some concerns about what we mean when we say.
Yeah. No judgment here. Okay.
A
So
little bit.
I'm gonna ask you after class, Vinya, but right now we're gonna turn the session back to give the session back to George, so we can move on to the next question.
Let's all give Lau emojis. Thank you, Lau, for facilitating.
Thank you, Lau. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Great
All right,
job.
Lau.
I fucking want pizza now.
Back on
I
neutral.
just blinked and George became real.
Gather on the
George is
neutral line, all you virtual
Be
romantics.
ready by the time we're done.
And one more time, I just wanted to say how amazing you are, Lau, at reflections and summarizing, and like hearing so much and translating and synthesizing all that what people are sharing throughout. Like amazing work there.
Yay.
So thank you for your encouragement. Lovely.
Next up is Kibble, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Can you really hear him?
8 minutes left till the end.
I'm
of the
having
event.
a
Remember
hard
to
time.
set precedent. George. So introduce the topic and everything. Kibble, can you speak?
All right, we have like, what's the time limit? It's like 22, so we have 8 minutes till the end of the event.
No.
Is that
It's a
correct?
2-hour
Or
event.
should
It's a 2-hour event.
So you have 15 minutes to work us through that question.
All right, everyone. So let me get closer in between all you guys. So the question is, the statement is, pandemics are a permanent part of modern life. So if you agree with it, go to your left. If you disagree with that, go to your right. Right, left. Yeah. All right. And 3, 2, 1, move.
Woo. Let's see.
Well,
Boof.
I mean,
Boof.
Pandemics are permanent life.
oh,
I agree.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, let's start with the agree side. Why do you think the disagree? Those people on the line. Who wants to go first? Why are they over there?
Why do we think we
What?
disagree? I think that they largely disagree because even though we have had a large amount of pandemics, they are primarily socioeconomically driven, and it is entirely viable, given our current capacities in the medical fields, to produce vaccine supply chains and health maintenance costs on a global scale that could actually get rid of these issues if only we could manage the political infrastructure. So it doesn't need to be a part of modern life. We have the capacity to fix it on a global scale. All we need to do is do that. And as a result, it doesn't need to be a part of modern life.
Let
I
me
would say that's a
summarize that.
strong argument for disagree.
You mind if I summarize that? Is it
Yes, absolutely.
make vaccines so there's no pandemic? Is that what's kind of boils down to?
I think the summary that I would suggest is it sounds like we have enough power and capacity on a global scale to make vaccines moving forward. So pandemics shouldn't have to happen.
So pandemics are moot.
They shouldn't
All right.
have to be a thing.
Pandemics are a permanent part of modern life. Does that sound like...
Not
Sorry, I guess I'm having a hard time understanding how to link that to the statement.
So you got it, Kibble.
Yeah, so
it's just,
I think so.
I can go a little more. So
I think
currently pandemics are pandemics exist right now, but the argument is that they don't have to be a part of modern life, at least not permanently, because we have the infrastructure to eradicate most diseases if only we build the infrastructure. We only have to do it.
I would say that's
Okay.
50% hit over here.
I mean, if okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, good. Sorry.
If you build a nuclear weapon, technically you could, but I don't think that's what you meant.
Yeah, I hear you though. A nuclear weapon of vaccines, just poof.
Perfect. Hey, listen. All pandemics will be done.
Yeah.
No pandemics like that if there's no life.
Yeah.
I was actually struggling with which side I wanted to go because I do agree with this argument wholeheartedly. But I'm also over here for another reason. But
Okay. Well, let's go with database. Database. What do you think they're over here?
So I think that, and I need to classify this. I think that Vienna's argument is more of a faith in humanity argument, and what I want to point to is the faith in technology, like the faith that it's actually possible to eradicate pandemics at all, right? So from faith in humanity to faith in technology.
So we're over here because we believe technology is going to solve it versus we believe humans with technology is going to solve it?
Not so much in technology itself, like autonomously solving this thing. Although you do have, for example, AlphaFold, right? But AlphaFold is not necessarily autonomous. But more so in the fact that if there is even a possibility that a pandemic or that pandemics could be solved, like basically the cure for cancer, but for viruses, right? That possibility will inevitably happen.
Okay. Even if we don't care as much, our technology will eventually solve it with less and less effort to solve it.
Right. The gap will just become so simple that we just kind of stumble across it.
Whoops, I solved COVID.
So to save on time, I think we'll go on this side now. And who wants to, and we'll do popcorn style, who wants to guess why they believe on that side? So whoever raises their hand first on the strongly disagree side. Oh, I guess we'll go with Bunny. Bunny,
COVID is fresh in their minds, and they can't get over it.
Oh,
they got long COVID over there.
Right? Ooh, COVID made you lose faith.
No.
All right. Who else wants the popcorn? Edge.
I can say that as a person studying and working in like medical biology, I find it absolutely unlikely that there would be ever any tool to completely eradicate like harmful bacteria or viruses, because they just simply evolve way faster than than we can manage. We don't even know them all. We like there's like so much like of the species we just aren't aware of. So like I don't think it's possible.
So wait, are you empathizing with them over there?
I agree with this point, but
Gotcha.
I'm here.
Okay.
That is partially my argument. I
right.
can say that definitely hits over here as well.
Yeah. Biology has always been and will always be an arms race.
And we have kind of given it fuel to the fire as well, because as we continue to build greater structures for animals, increasing their population density in a single space, humans increasing citywide elements, global economy and global transit becoming more and more popular, biology is always going to use that to ride the coattails, and it's going to generate entire diseases we've never even heard of before. And we will just have to produce the technologies to solve it, but we don't know what's going to happen until it happens. We will always be on the back leg.
And those technologies can ultimately be used to create the very things that we're trying to destroy.
God, you're making me feel ill right now.
This was me saying that this argument works, but then I kind of took it over. That's my fault.
Wow.
That's my fault.
I guess we did. We went right to revealing.
We did.
Well,
we
they
didn't.
guessed.
We didn't have to empathize.
They guessed
on it.
our reason, so
We got enough of you, and you just sunk like ships.
Yeah,
You're like,
well,
it's all doomed. Yeah.
Doomers.
Your doomers over there.
All right.
Well, this is a good moment for you to take control of the room back.
I don't think so, Lau. I
How would
think
you
he
do that?
skipped that part.
How would you go about doing that, Kibble?
Let's see. Who wants to do one more? Who wants to guess one more before we reveal our answers?
You have the next virus that is never going to go extinct, and you're about to launch it.
Jeez. I don't know about that
Hello,
one.
my name is Vania, and I work on behalf of Umbrella Corporation.
Yes, I got him. I knew that was going to work.
Awesome. All right. I guess in about a few moments, you guys will all, change lines, and then we'll see what happens. Oh, wait, actually, before we do that.
Yeah,
let's
we need to
reveal
hear
our
their
answers.
side of the story. Because
Yeah,
we
tell
never
us.
figured out what they were doing over there at all.
Yeah, well, either this side. So we'll start with these guys over here. So what was your actual answers on why are you over here?
I would say I went very much in the direction of, hey, what if, all life is extinct, then, pandemics won't be a thing? Hey, if, one person is alive and we make sure they die to a meteor,
That's
or
wild.
they won't be killed by a pandemic and pandemics won't exist for, 3 seconds. I sold it.
In that space, are we still in modern life?
Is it modern if we're all dead?
One person will be alive.
I shouldn't be
for 3
arguing
seconds,
against
though.
my cohort here. You're right. I agree. 3 seconds. They're all dead. There's no more pandemic. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Mary, you raised your hand?
Yeah, Mary went.
Yeah, so I kind of pictured a possibility, because permanent is such a strong word, I pictured a possibility of a future where we all move more and more into virtual spaces and we stop actually interacting so much in the real world to the point where pandemics don't.
Ready Player
They
One
still
is the
happen.
cure to pandemics.
It's
I
like-
see.
Actually, you cannot predict the future.
I never even thought of that.
That's how I survived COVID. So, yeah.
All right. We'll go with Bunny next. Bunny,
I
what
was completely
your-
wrapped up into the word modern. Pandemics have been around since the dawn of fucking time. Everyone's getting sick. Everyone's going to continue to get sick. And even if we end up all in virtual spaces, something's going to blow by us and then it's going to kill us.
And for full representation, I will add that I think the government is making pandemics up and they're not really a thing, and don't get vaccinated. Just to let's get all the perspectives, okay? And don't cancel me for that, because we are all representing perspectives we don't necessarily agree on. Okay.
Preach. Every bad thing is a CIA psyop.
That's right. Yeah, they're microchips in our veins.
They're fake.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I think we have not heard from Lau. or hey you yet.
Oh no,
So which one
you
do you
definitely
want
just
to-
heard from me.
You heard from
but
you?
but wow.
Yeah, wow.
Can't forget me saying that, I'm sure.
I would say it's like my perspective is kind of same with Mary, which is like the permanent is kind of too heavy word, but also the modern life. I believe we are improving, keep on improving in. I'll say modern life is not just bio, it's also about other people in society. Not all of us are living in modern life permanently. Some of us are, some of the countries are suffering COVID for sure, but not all of us. So if you are using the modern life as kind of like a big word, I would say some of us are still suffering, but not all of us.
All right.
Hmm.
So
That's
we'll
interesting.
go on this side, and we'll go on the very agree side. Tell us We'll start with Inya and go back. So why are you in this line?
we both told our reasons, and they haven't had
we
a
both kind of
chance.
explained it.
You both did. All right.
Yeah, so skip
Yeah,
us.
I mean, we stole the line in order to do it. So.
So wait, let's summarize what you two said. That way, because it was so long ago.
I had two reasons.
We're doomed.
Yeah, we're doomed.
I had
and
two reasons. I think instead of explaining my reason, I'd like to do a very, very short story. I used to have a role during the pandemic at a company called Keystone Symposia on molecular and cellular biology. So when the pandemic hit, we were responsible for managing all of the peer-reviewed discussions and how individuals spread conversations and research about the virus. So we had a primary role in creating the vaccines. The problem with this was convincing scientists, by and large, to share that information without the public who was listening to us sharing that information going, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. Oh, there's new discoveries. Oh, there's these new things. So from my perspective as the community manager for Keystone Symposia among all of those scientists, I realized that it doesn't really matter how smart or how wonderful our technology is. The fact is we will always be on the back leg because even our burgeoning research and our burgeoning discoveries, we're not able to predict the way that the various viruses were going to act. And there's a certain thing called vector control, which is how a specific virus spreads throughout a population. Because that is a population-based epicenter, it's a social science, it can be predictive, but it can never be determinate. And what that causes for us is we just always have to be ready and able to respond. We have to be reactive. It's difficult to be proactive when a political population doesn't make the choices necessary to protect community health. And that's why, despite believing wholeheartedly that we could absolutely eradicate a great majority of diseases, because we've already done it before, despite believing that, I just have to understand that our technology is breeding biological evolution in lockstep and in front of human development.
All right. So it's a wicked problem, from what I can hear.
It's a very wicked problem, yeah. We can create vaccines, but it doesn't really matter if our distribution pathways and our preventative measures and our social psychological health aren't determined. So that's my opinion. That's why I'm over here. I could be on both. In all honesty, I believe very extreme opinions on this particular topic, but I could argue both sides just as equally, because I don't really think that there is a viable answer here. It really is an extremely wicked problem, even among experts.
I think
that's my opinion. Sorry, I'll let go.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Jawa or Ronan, so let's finish off with that. I'm definitely feeling the squeeze of time right now.
Yep. So Jawa, tell us, what are you on this line?
Yeah, I thought mine was pretty simple, and I thought that y'all would have guessed it, but I kind of went for conspiratorial in my argument. So, in a world where authoritarian governments are becoming more and more common, in order to control the population, they could just make up a pandemic. So that was my argument, is that's just going to be more common.
Okay. And now we go to Ronan. Tell us
Okay,
your thing.
just a fun fact. I am possibly the only person in the room who contracted measles before there was a vaccine.
Whoa.
Okay, so and I do mean the true measles, the one that's going around right now. And what I find very interesting is that right now we're seeing an outbreak of measles when a vaccine is available and was easily, available to all people who are around. So I'm just going to say simply, and it's very much with respect to what Jawa has said, and great respect for what Data and Veni have said. The thing is that we are getting into a challenge with how we cooperate with trying to either defeat disease or even acknowledge that it's there and that it is a concern. So why we live with a pandemic is because we can never seem to isolate it in cooperation. And with cooperation of businesses, commerce, and along geopolitical lines. So that's why we need to continue to understand we are going to be living with it, because even if we see it right staring us in the face, we'll all disagree on how we should deal with it. And we will have those who want to have their own agenda that are outside of the disease or the cessation of that disease, and then we'll just let it roam. So that's kind of, and by the way, that's probably a horrible way to look at life, but unfortunately, that's my view.
That's real. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
I guess we have like 3 minutes left. It's time to end it. Yeah. Share the voice between opinions.
Yeah, so little reflective listening, that kind of thing, just basic. So there's neutrality. So can you summarize the overall line of what you heard there from the doomsdayers? Yeah. There should be a band if there isn't. That's so true. There's going to be bass. I think it's Data.
You should call us the Doomsayers.
The Doomsayers. Yes.
The Doomsayers.
That's right. There's no day in VR. They're just saying it.
All right. Well, I guess that's it, huh?
Okay, so you don't.
You gotta switch.
You don't want to summarize? Okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, we only have like 2 minutes left.
It's okay. Let's switch.
But I guess what? I guess George, you're ending it, I guess?
No, we're going to switch places.
Oh, you still announce the...
3, 2, 1?
Yeah.
We still have time for that?
Well, we want to complete it, yeah, because this is a measurement of the change, basically. If we don't measure the change, then we're all stuck in our polarities. So we might not interview everybody, but you can say, okay, 3, 2, 1, switch. And let's see what we get.
Okay. You guys want to switch? And all right, let's switch in 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo. Gonna go over here. Oh.
We're doubling down over here.
Yeah,
I just got betrayed.
Nice.
All right. I guess that's it. I guess we'll end it now. You guys see where you all went?
Okay.
Can I say something real quick? I actually came over here to voice an opinion that I didn't necessarily hold, and by being over here, these two literally changed my mind. 100%.
Interesting.
I was planning to go to the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
I will say one of the major reasons I'm over here as well is because I genuinely felt I could argue either point very passionately. And I chose to be on that side specifically because I wanted to discuss the problem. But
Mhm.
I am also so pleased and happy that during that event, so many people over here gave me a sense that we could end it on hope. And we could say we do have the technology and the social capacity as global citizens to solve it. So thank you for giving me that level of hope, everyone. Appreciate it.
I really believe in human.
Aw, yay. That's so touching.
So
You look so sad over there,
do you
Lau.
want to reflect,
Yeah.
summarize, and in this case, your move on, Kibble, will be giving the room back to George to take us out.
Yeah.
So can you go ahead and do that for me? Reflect, summarize, move on.
Reflect.
You're behind the wall.
Oh yeah. Actually, I don't even know what to do with that.
Behind
Reflect. I don't
What
even know
did you
how to
We should
hear?
probably make sure collision is on that.
What are your overall top topics here?
What do you mean?
So
Like-
reflect on what we just discussed in the
Yeah.
move, and then summarize what the event was going to look like. So this is summarize
Mhm.
what trees did we look at, and then move on is bringing us back up to forest. In this event, that's
Mhm.
going to be giving the room back to George to take us out of the event.
Ooh, I don't think I can. I don't think I have enough memory in my head to even remember what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to give it a try, or maybe one of our other facilitators can give it a try as well, just to provide an example?
Yeah, who wants to summarize? Yeah, I can't even remember what we were talking about.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. I hear you.
Yeah.
George, do you want to try?
Yeah. It seemed like on the side that agrees, it was the arms race that no matter how much technology advances, that arms race just keeps growing and growing, and that the forces of nature are ever present, and that seems to make this permanent. And there is even precedence that it's always been this way, and as far as we can tell, it's always going to be that way. On the other side, it seems like there's a lot of optimism that things have gotten a lot better, and developments are real and are significant in dealing with pandemics, especially with technology.
So what's your move on?
Topics
The move on
care
is
about.
to the appreciation game, I think, or did I miss something?
Oh,
got it.
celebrate.
Yeah, I asked
we're gonna
you,
celebrate.
why
Oh,
did you
yes,
say
everybody.
neutral?
OGC
Yeah,
Kibble.
gotcha.
Wonderful job
Never mind.
taking
I
on the
will say
challenge
I
because
was
it is
planning
challenge,
on,
and also
not
admitting
attending
like
just
some of the
because the
limitations
topics
to
didn't
yourself
interest
that
me,
might
but
help, which
Why
did
so
I
many
just want to
voices?
Oh yeah.
actually,
like I'm honored
because, like, the
to
last
step
bit
in
was to
and help
attend an ours
with what just
BP
happened.
event.
Sure. We can talk about it later.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the appreciation game, and then for those who are in the class, we will have our very last after action review once we conclude. For everyone who's not a part of the class, thank you so much for this work. Let's go appreciate everyone, and we'll see you next week after the appreciation. Thanks.
Well,
come over here.
Yeah. So you're not leaving yet. don't hear it that way. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna circle up here. George, if you want to run this, but I'm not sure if you know how to do a truncated appreciation game because we are running
The
out of time.
appreciation game has an emphasis on somebody who wouldn't expect it from you. So so it might not be the first person that comes to mind, and it's good to kind of dig a bit for who to appreciate and what to appreciate them about. It's also okay to appreciate people about anything you want. That's not a hard and fast rule. That's just something we encourage. You can appreciate somebody for an avatar, how they move, anything, honestly. So there is a lot of freedom, even if we do encourage that. Yeah.
So you're answering a question of how you grew me. That's the point. And this is going to be a lightning round. So you're going to have 30 seconds or less to say how you grew me and pick one person in the room, ideally somebody who hasn't been appreciated already. So there's a magical ball in the middle, and you can whoever runs and grabs it first, they can send it. Yep.
Oh.
Edge, you got a question?
No, I just didn't understand how you grew me, but like how you helped me grow what Vanya said.
Yeah, you got it.
Help clarify.
Grew me, how you helped me grow. Good. All right. Who wants to grab the ball? Mary grabs it. Is that your hand? Okay, Mary got the ball.
Nope.
Even though
Dada
he
just
didn't.
got it.
Oh, you didn't run in the middle.
I thought I did run in the middle.
Yeah,
but-
exactly. Dada
Oh.
just ran, so Dada gets to go. Because that was the
Okay.
instruction. Go, Dada. Woo.
Ronan,
Ronan.
I appreciate you for being older than me. And let me qualify this. Being older, I'm 40-ish, a little over 40. Being older, I'm very nervous about being in VR chat just from the external perspective. And I already have social anxiety. So seeing somebody come in with a name tag across the top of their head, just displaying his age openly, made me feel like I belonged here.
Oh, wow. Now I'm curious because when you said
Lovely.
measles, I'm like, oh my God, he must be like 80.
Okay, no necessity to reveal your name, but that was a lovely appreciation. And because we have 30 seconds, your turn to throw the ball. Keep going.
My turn to throw. I'm going to throw it to George. Because
Yeah.
George has some awesome dance moves that happen all the time, and I love it. I think that's great.
Oh, that's lovely.
And
thank
wonderful
you.
emceeing as well. Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel
lots
like
of
I have a
good
lot to
emojis.
improve on emceeing, but you got to start somewhere. But thank you, Ronan. My ball goes to you, Jose, for the work you've put onto this world and working with the feedback that seems to arrive here, especially that big, highly visible sticker poster right there.
Yeah.
Wonderful work. Thank you.
You stole the shampooing. Okay. Thank you, George.
Okay.
Jose.
I'm throwing the ball over to Astral Druid. I appreciate you
Aw.
wearing a photorealistic avatar because when I look at the avatar, it makes me forget that I'm in a virtual space. I think that I'm seeing like a real dog.
Aw, real tiny dog. Meow. Nice. That meow. Okay, Astral, who are you going to throw it to?
All right, I want to shout out to Wow. I just want to
Catch the ball.
appreciate your the way you hold space.
So
and it's
tiny.
very friendly and welcoming and warm.
Oh, yay.
Thank you for the mewing dog. Alright. I would like to throw the ball to. Let me think. Because it's too many choices.
Mhm.
I have way much more appreciation than I actually want to do. But I'll throw it to Vania because I really love your coaching, your knowledge, and your the attitude. I really love it, and your patience, obviously, because none of us are perfect, but you are working a way for us, and you're working with us. That's the most important part.
Yay. Really well put. Thank you, Val. Absolutely. Are you still there, Vinny? You might be on mute.
It might be helpful if I unmuted.
Unmute, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and it means a lot to me to hear that. So thank you. I would actually like to send mine toward Sam. I think that you moderated without moderating, and just by virtue of your presence, I think in a lot of ways opinions were heightened. And I think that's because you took a lot of care toward silence, you took a lot of care toward thought, and you took a lot of care toward adding your contribution at the pace of the room. So thank you for caring very much about everyone else here.
Thank you, Vinny.
Thanks. I'll hand my totally real, definitely not
Definitely not made up.
to
That's right. Yes.
to Jawa over here
Jawa.
because I freaking love that avatar. It is so adorable.
Oh, yay. That's tender. I love that. Thank you, Sam.
I will throw the ball to Bunny because
Bunny.
she's very clear about making sure that her viewpoints are understood, and I think that helps me grow because sometimes when I'm not being understood, I'll just say, whatever, it's fine. And Bunny is very, I'm not even sure what the word would be, but very, very strong.
That's a good word.
I appreciate that.
Let's go.
I agree. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think that intonations and non-words matter just as much as words. Thank you for that.
Whenever
Got
I
the
say
ball. Got the ball is a delicious ball. I'm very tempted to eat the ball because it's such a good ball. But
licked
I'm
the
going to
ball.
throw the ball to Jose Meta.
Jose, you get it twice. Yay!
Oh, you got
Catch that ball because I want to thank Jose for coming and hanging out with us the other night and coming to comedy. And I came back. I just dipped out really quick to say goodbye. But I came back and you were already gone. But it was nice to be able to kick it for a little bit. Thank you.
Yay. Oh. Okay, Jose.
I will throw the ball over to Mary, and I want to thank you for standing on the line.
That is a thing. You did that.
Yep.
Jose is understated sometimes in how he presents, but there's depth in there. Yes.
I'm just quickly gonna ask: has Edge received the ball yet?
No.
No.
I'm
Okay.
saving Edge for
In which
dessert. But you get it.
I'm gonna give the ball to Edge. There you go. One thing I've noticed and really appreciate is how much emotion you provided in the way you expressed your opinions. And I like that particularly because I can really feel more present as a result of that.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
Yeah. Lovely. So true. Okay, Edge, you got the ball.
I have to go. I have the ball.
Yes.
Did Kibble receive an appreciation?
Touch the ball. Did you get an appreciation already?
Where's the ball?
No, not yet. I don't think
He's
so.
waiting for Matt. He's waiting for it for
Let's
Matt.
go.
Okay,
Catch
got
the
it.
ball, get the ball, get the ball.
Yeah.
Yay.
I just wanted to appreciate how you took like a pretty difficult position, despite I don't know if I read it right, but to me it seemed like it wasn't comfortable, it wasn't pleasant, it felt like you were anxious at times. And like I just wanted to appreciate being there despite feeling all of that and just like going on with
100%.
it.
Really
Yeah.
true. Really proud of you. Thank you, Kibble. Yay.
Wait, what was that? When did that happen?
When did what happen?
When you did number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3?
I think Kibble is saying he didn't feel anxious or distressed.
Oh, did you not feel anxious?
I'm really tired.
You felt tired.
Fair.
And
Very fair.
Were you catching spice?
Yeah.
I was catching spice. Well, no, I slept quite a bit, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I was like,
Data hasn't.
I was
You
having
got the
trouble
ball.
figuring out. Yeah. Who hasn't gotten data?
Data.
Data was the
Data.
first to go, so yeah, they didn't.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Probably.
Oh, no.
There
You
you
don't
go.
get to deflect
Data's
the
stepping
ball.
in as our
Here it
Carl,
comes.
the one who starts and ends.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Data's stepping in as our Carl today.
Woo! Data.
You
I
missed
appreciate
one
you
more.
being here. I know you're really new to the group, but yeah, I'm glad you stuck around.
Mm. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You got one more. Y'all missed one more.
That would be your.
Doesn't Data get to take the ball home?
I have not been appreciated.
Yeah. Oh no.
Blind spots. Happens, especially with leaders.
Ronan-
Always check your leader
Ronan
and make
was
sure they're
appreciated.
also. What did you say?
I was just answering Venya. Ronan was appreciated by Data.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I did not remember that
What?
because I always appreciate you, and I thought you appreciated already.
I know. That's why leaders don't get appreciated, is because we all have the leader in our consciousness. So we don't feel like we have to lift them up because we think, well, this is their appreciation. But it's important to keep checking. I'm okay. And Data, if you have something to give me, otherwise we can just move on. No worries.
Well, I appreciate you allowing me to crash the party. This was awesome. I had a great time.
Oh, yay. We're glad you're here.
Made it from this moment forward until the cows come home at the end of the universe.
Always welcome.
You
Yes.
are so invited.
Yeah. So we're going to go now over to the sign and get our photo, and that will be the conclusion of our event. Let's get our emojis out to, and let's get our facilitators in the middle, actually, so we can really recognize that you did the heavy lifting. So our MC and our facilitators go in the center and everybody else around them. This was your diploma of sorts, continuing to grow civil discourse in VR. All right, what's our word for the day? Get your emojis out as we say it.
Sure.
Pandemic.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. All right.
I feel like quarantine makes the picture difficult, does it not?
Yay. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. All right. So that
Good
is
job, everyone.
Yep. Let's say goodbye to our viewing audience. I'm going to stop streaming.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
And we're going to